Yeah, I guess it's like a roasting type of situation. Before I go into that, everybody was talking about how much, my dad was and things that he was. To me, he was actually really important, even if he didn't say things to me. One thing that I do remember when I was growing up, this was at Cassidy Village. There was a situation where I was fighting with someone that was, he was older than I was a little kid at that time. And so my dad told me one time, he said, if you can't fight or if you can't, get to that person, pick something up and use it. So I was fighting this guy. He's like, middle school, I'm in elementary school. And I pick up this big rock and I he told me to pick it up. The guy was getting the best of me. So I, picked up this rock that I seen and I threw it at the guy, hit the guy. They're like, oh, I'm gonna tell, so the guy got his parents. They went in, I ran, They got me and got my dad. They came and knocked on our door. And they were like, yeah, your son threw this rock, this big rock at my son and all this stuff. And then, my dad's sitting there. And then he said, what? And I'm like, oh, man, I'm about to get a whooping, And so then he looks at me, he said, what did I tell you? And I said, you told me if I need to pick up something to use it. So, he's like, I'm going to take care of him. And so people leave, we go inside. He's like, good job, but don't do that again. So, I listen. I definitely love my parents, and I definitely love my dad. I just had a few notes here I wanted to go over. I guess you can call like a little something I put together. But through my time, my father's always taught me things, such as, picking up, weapons and using them if you can, win. So this is called My Father Taught Me. So my father taught me how to run a marathon. Every time we'd run for the bus when I was a young kid, running late, we'd always run. Even now, sometimes we still practice. My father taught me how to build things, like building a club sandwich out of 99 cents lunch meat.
You took the bologna.
I did take the bologna, but my father taught me. My father taught me how to avoid conversations. Best way? Just go to sleep. My father taught me how to go to the barbershop by never getting his hair cut until my wedding. My father taught me how to dress by showing me how not to wear certain things. He would put stripes, polka dots, and even sometimes tie-dye together. My father taught me it's okay to cry. One day when I woke him up to talk, I was a little too close. I was about 5 years old, and he almost took my life. His breath got to me. My father taught me how to cry. Now, those are a little bit of notes that I took, but all jokes aside, my father taught me a lot about life. To the real, he definitely taught me how to be a good man. He taught me how to stay true to everything that I put my heart and my mind to. He taught me how to pray. That's been a huge thing for me because that even helps me now as a man. That keeps me. He also taught me how to stay. With me being married now for about a year, it's taught me how to work and get through the different things and make sure that you are strong enough to take what things come to you. So he taught me how to pick the right battles, even when I'm younger and trying to fight people that's bigger than me, still, learning how to pick the right battles to go for it after. Also, he taught me a lot about myself, that even as a man, you don't always have to speak out or always have to have your voice heard for people to still see that you're standing strong on what you believe. So my father's taught me a lot. Dad, I love you. Keep hope alive.